And it feels like me. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Owen. There we go. I just zoomed the camera back a bit, so trying to. We've been recording good audio, good video. Try to keep it up. We'll make some vibes and relax. Kind of a made a lot of dope music last night, and then we'll get back to more singing bowls setups and like making it. Singing bowls is kind of another art form. Hello, welcome, Sister Bella. We had a mosquito. Hello, Sister Kata, nice to see you. We had a mosquito in here last night. Big one. The microphone always pick up the big mosquito. My friend. My friend mosquito. We've been using a lot of the hologram microcosm to make music, so it's been very relaxing, or more celestial music, celestial. Alrighty. Damn, I got the camera moved back so far. Hold up. This is supposed to be my flute angle. Dial in my flute angle. Alright, get that. One, two. We'll step back farther. appeal, not approve. It keeps thinking that I'm not actually streaming or something. Let's see here. Yes, it keeps, but I think it's to me, whenever they're doing this, they're trying to mass censor live. You know, it's hard to manage live content because it's live, and there's not enough. They cut a lot of workers out and replaced it with AI, right? And so this is kind of the result. Lock it in. Just gotta see my. Okay. No worries, as long as you're happy, sister. I just want people to, you know, when you go, it's good that you take care of your life. As long as you're happy, you know, do whatever you gotta do. Do whatever you gotta do. Just don't come back as a big mess, you know. Yo. Alright, today's the day we let go of one more moderator who's not consistent. And that is gonna be Sister Dory. She's just been... Today's the day. And then... Yeah, and she... Everyone else good. So here you got Sister D, Zen Diamond, Alexandra, Bella, Green Gears, Zen Zone with Monique, Radiate, Reality Weaver. Just kidding, that's May. Christy, Cece, Transcend, my wife. Nah, I gotta remove my wife. She don't even come in now. Just kidding. Sister Sassy Mom. Sister Grace in AZ, Paula, Kata, Haley, Empress Ellie. You know, Arrow Eyes, Tanya, Kalesi, that's it. Golem mode. Smeagol. My spouse doesn't watch my videos hardly ever. Yeah. If she watches, she'll watch live and she'll comment. Welcome, Souls. No, what's up, man? Wazoo. Actually, I could. Y'all ready to vibe? Let's get some nature. Let's get some beautiful nature. I'm great, thank you. Very exhausted from last night. Well, yesterday, unity, and then come back and then did some almost Friday vibes. Almost Friday vibes. Damn. I mean, that's how it be, right? The almost Friday vibes. Up here, there. A law firm that I was hoping to would take my case turned me down, and I would like to manifest some assistance that is driven as I'm for justice for me and co-workers that were affected. There's lots of law firm. But one thing I always learn from the Buddha, 3 things cannot hide for long: the moon, the sun, and the truth. Welcome, Todd. I always remember that. You know what I mean? Some people talk bad about me. That's okay. We do good work, but some people not gonna like what we do in here. Some people wish I didn't talk so much. They love the music, but they don't love the wisdom. But I'm just here to do the best that I can. Not perfect. I just follow my heart. From time to time, I have a beer. Some people don't like that. I'm married. Some people wish I wasn't married. I just follow my heart and help people with great result. Good community have good people. I needed something unique today. No ocean. Farm. Alright, let's see. Okay, city vibe. Atlanta traffic sound. Nah, I don't think I want Atlanta traffic. Don't worry, we're gonna get to the flute soon, okay? Fluty doody. Ooh, rain. Oh yeah, so no, he always put the thunder. We do a little thunder. The rumbling. Giraffe love thunder. Oh, you love thunder? You know, when you want justice for the world, you just have to trust the universe giving it justice. The universe, the greatest justice. The karma is the greatest justice. When you wish justice on people, sometimes your ego get involved. Come on, universe, give me justice. But that's not how it works. You know what I mean? Right. Karma always gonna do what karma's gonna do, but wishing bad karma on people, or wishing quote-unquote justice, also known as wishing negativity sometimes, is not the way. That when you wish negativity or wish for justice, right, it's like, man, universe, F them up already. Be careful. The universe might give you some justice. Like, oh shoot, just kidding, yo. Hey, yo, just kidding, universe. I ain't. Trust. Everyone's doing the best they can. Everything happens for a reason. Okay. Alright, I'll play the flute for justice. Wait. One flute for dragon flute, okay? Dragon flute. Welcome. We don't need that kind of attitude in here. It's when people roam around telling people they need to be this and that, they got nothing better to do. Like roaming around telling people they need to be vegan makes vegan look bad. Roaming around the internet telling people they need to be Christian or they need to be Buddhist, it makes the group look bad, because just be a good person. Be a good person, that's it. We don't need more. We don't need the hall monitor energy, We got enough of that on the internet. The best thing, tell people, breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. Thank you, Justin. That's it. Focus on you. It's like, nothing's more annoying than people walking around shaking their finger. It's like, how's the energy today, brothers, sisters? Everyone ready for it to be Friday, it looks like? But we're on Thursday. We on Thursday. All good, bro. Oh, you're going to the coast. Beautiful. When you're a good person, do you have a good result in your life? There's a lot of good people, but they don't have good results. They have a good intention, but not good action. Right? It's like knowing to be a good person, but don't do the good thing. A good person takes good action and have good result. If you're a good person, but you don't have good result, that means your action, something's off with your action. It's good to go to the ocean for sure. And many people need to hear that, because most people have a good heart. Most people have a good heart, but many people don't have good result because they have a good heart but not good action. They have good action but no good result because their good action is not consistent. And you don't have to be perfect, you know? Sometimes you're like, oops, I pissed somebody off. I mean, sometimes it happens. And sometimes people don't like it when I say, like, love your damn self. Oh my God, he's damning people. Right. No matter how good you are, Jesus Christ could be walking down the street and go, false prophet. Buddha could be walking down the street and it'd be like, oh, there's another one of those. Human beings is just, right. But good, when you plant the good seed, good come out of it. Even when you plant the good seed, people will criticize. But sometimes people plant the bad seed and label it good. Ooh, that's the one that rubbed me the wrong way, you can say, right? They plant a bad seed and they tell you it's a good seed. They just label non-profit, good for humanity, but we're taking the money. You know what I mean? How many percent? Oh, just a little. 90% to the... right? How much did the donation get there? We know this old news, or this old news for many of us. That's why I believe in grassroots, like just help the people right next to you, in front of you. Sometimes they give an idea, we're gonna help the world. Sustainability. They use all these catchphrases to make it sound like, ooh. Not falling for that crap again. Unity, sustainability. And it end up, it's just all, it ain't helping nobody. But I'm just glad I had a good role model that helps the people and have transformative result, which means you help people, their life actually improves. Like their daily life, they're a lot more joyful. Their health is better, their mind is better, and they sleep better. Like that's a clear goodness. That's what I'm trying to have for, like that's what we gotta focus on. It's like me, right? We're doing this for the collective energy, but a lot of y'all can't even sleep good, right? We're doing a ceremony for the collective. But then the people in their own community, don't even think about the collective outside of the community. The people in their community still depressed as hell. I kept seeing that, and I kept not understanding what the F are they doing. What are leaders doing, right? Healer leaders, spiritual leaders, leaders. Like, right? We're trying to save Mother Earth. We can't even save the person in front of us. Or ourselves sometimes. To be told I've helped someone reconsider staying alive with us is so life-changing. 100, sister. I remember I didn't really sign up to... When I first started live streaming and I was just doing ASMR, people kept asking me about they have self-deletion thoughts. They wanna, leave the planet today, and I'm like, I'm just here to make noises, right? But then they come to the community and they feel a lot better. And I'm like, oh, that's the beginning. And so I realized there was a higher purpose than just make noise. There was a communal aspect that people need that they weren't getting from their daily life. And a lot of spiritual communities, it doesn't seem to last very long because, hello, welcome, Chris. I'm here, okay, come. Shout out to Scotland. We're talking right now before we do some more music. People need community that's real, not just people who, hey, welcome, tap W's in the chat and now shut the F up. Right? Instead of having real conversations, just type W's in the chat. What's up, chat? And so online, we're getting some dopamine connection, but it's not always authentic because they're farming you for dopamine, and the dopamine gets you a high. Oh, thank you, Pamela. And so it's not always healthy. I mean, there's nothing wrong with dopamine as long as we have something that is authentic behind that too, or else we're just farming people for their consciousness, which a lot of what the internet is doing is a lot about farming your consciousness for dopamine clicks, views, and engagement, and actually doesn't help many people, but keeping you afloat long enough to get you to the next stream, and instead of teaching you something, you're just giving them another high, right? W's in the chat. Oh no, there's a dead silent. What's wrong with being a farmer? Nothing. And so it's one of the reasons why I do what I do. Right? Sometimes I do music, I see the algorithm likes it, right? People love getting high off the vibration. This. Because when they hear it, it's a strong dopamine. It's a good escape. Ric Flair. Woo. It's not bad. But if you always need this to feel deeply connected, you could just be deeply connected and do this too. Right? It's not you only feel good when you hear it, but when you don't hear it, why don't you feel good? Who the hell wants to address that? Just shut up and play the ball. I'm sorry. Here. And so that's why we do 2 hours of this, but then we take, or we have time to do this. We're going to be doing more of it, but I limit it to 2 hours because I say W in the chat sometimes. See? Yeah, I'm saying there's nothing wrong with W's in the chat. There's nothing wrong with it. But are you good? That's all, right? I just want people to be genuinely happy. And that's kind of a high bar for humanity. Genuine happiness. That's why I'm like this. I just want people to genuinely be happy. And it's kind of what led me on this path. Because that's what I have in myself. Genuine happiness. How do you know if you're genuinely happy or not? How do you know your happiness is authentic? Brother, sister. He says, if your happiness happens easily while others struggle around you, I think that's a good sign. That's one way to gauge it. But I like to see the sign that's more independently with yourself, with the not need to. Yeah, it's a sign. Yeah, it's easier for you to enjoy your life when many people make it so difficult. That definitely is a sign. It's easy for you to laugh and smile with sincerity, right? The sincerity part matters. Only you can know if something is sincere and authentic. But the beautiful part of authenticity is that when your authenticity is real, you start to attract authentic people, opportunities, and things in your life. Opportunities, right? Like, why am I doing this with y'all? Freaking, I love it. I love it. Why did you find this community? Because you're looking for something similar. That being said, I've been part of many, many communities in my life. Some of them have authenticity, but lack wisdom. A lot of communities lack wisdom, so they fall apart every once in a while. Right? And things have season. Sometimes there's more people, sometimes there's less people. But I know I'm here for more than just make instrumental noise. We're here to make wisdom noise and stomach noise. or it just kind of happened itself. The coffee is digesting, okay? Oh, whenever I felt my happiness was authentic, I didn't need anything else but the moment. Imagine you don't need anything else but the moment. Like just now is enough. You know your life's a blessing, and your life is now. And when you're with the now, it's beautiful. And to many people, it seems fake as hell because they make it so hard to be happy that it doesn't seem like what you're experiencing is authentic. But to the people seeking the knowledge, they wonder, what are you doing to maintain it? And you just tell them straight up what you're doing, and sometimes they miss it. Right? Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. You can tell them right to their face and they just don't get it. But sometimes your authenticity doesn't grow because you have to learn balance, right? I can do what I love all day, but doing what I love sometimes doesn't reach other people's love, right? I want to impact people. And if you want to impact people, you have to realize, what do people love? Oh, they love the singing bowl. I love it too, but the reason I have love, I can operate with love because I experience it. Right? So I know, okay, I want to reach people, I want to be useful. So you want to do things that relate to people but still not lose that inner connection. I don't want to lose my authenticity, but I want to still connect with people. Because not everyone's gonna connect to just wisdom, because there's not a lot of mature people that are open to wisdom. They may be mature because they're older, but not mature in a sense where they're like our seeker of wisdom. The seeker of wisdom, very few. Seeker of Wingstop, everywhere. And that's why jokes, right? That's why we use the technique, right? Humor, music, but all of it's made from wisdom. That's why we know when to stop joking. We know when to stop the music. We know when to start the music. If we need to reach more people, you'll see me do more singing bowl, because it's inspiring to see more people. And when there's more people, then we share wisdom eventually, right? So there's a flow to everything, right? Here's my flow. I grow, and when there's high traffic, I drop the wisdom when there's a lot of traffic. And eventually it comes to low traffic. When there's low traffic, I know to do the thing that will bring high traffic, and I drop the wisdom. But when there's low traffic, I drop deeper wisdom to the people who are here as seekers. You know what I mean? There's different level of wisdom, not dropping blanket wisdom. Right? The collective, they need a blanket wisdom. But to the seeker and spiritual practitioners, we all share some deeper wisdom with each other. Right? Like right now, low traffic and inner circle homies show up for the deeper wisdom. There's always a time, right? Deep wisdom time, low. But that being said, my goal is to also grow. You have to have the balance between learning how to reach people and reach a deeper knowledge with your inner circle. Because not everybody wants deeper wisdom. They're just here to chill and listen to singing bowl music. I get that. So we have to have a balance so that our life can blossom. Or else we're just spreading wisdom, but we're not growing. Right? That's why I don't just talk all the time. We have music time and singing bowl time and time where we grow the number and time where we grow the wisdom. There's a time for everything. You know what I mean? See, I am the mountain being still. I am the great river flowing. If I choose to, can you help me understand from the Tao? Well, you know, the Tao is very Zen-like. All is one. But there's always some deeper symbology in the flow of the river, the symbology of the mountain, the river, the yin and yang. For stillness to happen, there's also flow. For yin to happen, there has to be yang. But at the core of it, there is no flow, there is no stillness. They're all mental perceptions. In the moment, there's no up, down. There's no flow and non-flow. Some people they like to discern, or right, they perceive the Tao in different ways, right? The way people decipher or define, right, the Tao or any text shows them about how they operate. Some people they like to go into deeper symbology about, yes, this represents that and this and that. But I realize as I become a more devoted practitioner, there is no spoon, there is no mountain. It's all your mind, all we have. But when you have that, share it with the mountain, share it with the river. It's about helping people, not about more philosophy. That's why I don't dwell too much in Zen and reading all the damn time, because I see so many people get caught up in reading a bunch of books and not helping people. Yes, we care about wisdom so much that we're not helping people, that sometimes we're so invested in trying to figure out the ego, but there's nothing to figure out. But yet we're like, there's nothing to figure out. But how? I've been trying to figure it out. Yeah. There's nothing to figure out. That's why it's so beautiful. Imagine this whole time you've been studying for years to realize there is nothing to figure out. There's nothing to let go. He says, just let go. There's nothing to let go. You've always just been what? Just been. And non-been. What the freak is non-been? Oh shit. He's just making stuff up. There's nothing to make up. Oh shoot. The ego gets tired. Imagine you're so smart, you're trying to figure out nothing. But there's nothing to figure. Right? Some people are so smart using their damn brains that it's hard to figure out that there's nothing to figure out when you're attached to figuring things out. Because you just can't do this. And be completely content with that. There's gotta be more to it, right? There's never been less and there's never been more. And we're not even speaking, this is not a poem. It's just nothing. What the? Why was I taught so differently? Not everyone gets to this knowledge not everyone walks the spiritual path of awakening. Some people just choose to go to Wingstop, play games all day, and do what they tell us to do. And some people go, man, there's more to life than this. There's more life than just bread, circus, and just being a good taxpayer. I don't even pay it. Oh. There's always a don't even. You're so close, but yet so far. Keep going, even though there's nowhere to go. You know, your journey is the destination, and your destination is the journey. The more searching I do, the more I realize there's nothing to search. But yet you keep searching, don't you? Because you don't truly believe there's nothing to search. That's why you keep looking. You don't believe. You just know it, but don't believe it. You know what to do, but you don't do what you know. Because you don't truly believe what you know. He says, isn't that my ego? You don't even have to name what it is. Focus on the solution, not the problem. You're good at looking at the problem. But why not the solution? What's the solution? Welcome, Angel. Imagine you have a really powerful tool that you love using. Let's call it the golden hammer. Oh man, this golden hammer can build a house. You become so attached to using the hammer, it can defend you against animal. You love the golden hammer, right? That you become attached to it. Imagine this golden hammer. It makes you think you need to keep building more stuff. And somebody said, there's nothing to build. No, but I have a golden hammer. I need to build. There's nothing to build. It's confusing. Then why the hell do I have a golden hammer if there's nothing to build? There is no hammer. What the frick do you mean? I've been using a golden hammer the whole time. You tell me there's no hammer. You're attached to your hammer. You're attached to building. But what you're trying to build cannot be built with the golden hammer. I'm trying to build something that I can't build with a golden hammer. Or what tool do I need? And they tell you, what tool do I need? Just tell me. I guess you're not gonna tell me. Fine. Can you believe it? They tell me not to use my golden hammer. I asked the question, they just don't answer. There is no answer. There they go again, trying to annoy me with these freaking riddly questions. Are you the Riddler? Would love some good vibes. I had a really intense phone call wake me up. Some unknown man was sent to harass me and call my phone 6 times and threaten me. So some person I used to be friends with said, that's why you block? Yeah. Just block it. I wouldn't have picked up 6 times. After the first time, I would just block. Maybe the second time, I would be like, block number. They say, what's his phone number so I can talk to him? Yeah. Why would I wait 6 times? You have to have better boundaries than that, sister. You gotta protect your peace. They called after I blocked them. Oh, okay. So you blocked them and they still called from a private number. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad they stopped calling. And so now when we know private number, we don't respond. When I see private caller, I don't respond. Yeah. Like, you know what? I just don't answer calls for today because I had a weird caller. I'm just gonna answer the people whose number I know for a while because I had an abuser. Have a plan. Move forward with your plan so you feel more strengthened. Yeah. Okay. That's it. I had weird people call me before, and so what do? I don't answer private number. And some people, they search my number online and call me without my permission. I don't answer people who contact me without my permission. Right. If I didn't give you my number and you tried to call me, I'm not talking to you. That's rude. Yeah. I'm already here with you. You don't need to talk to me private. Yeah. And so it's just some people, they feel entitled to. Some people, they try to. I just focus on the reason my life is good because I have really good boundaries. I'm not entitled to pick up anyone's phone call. Other than my wife and family, And sometimes if I'm busy, I'm doing my thing, I'm serving. My priority is in the moment. Your peace first, family after, community after. If you're not peaceful, you can't help your family. When you're good, tend to the family. When family's good, you help the world. Yeah. And that's okay. So you can forgive the people who don't know better. That's all. I love to forgive people. Because I'm nice, so people just see me as their buddy like this already. And sometimes they cross the boundary and they don't know they crossed the boundary. And so if somebody cross your boundary, if I see somebody cross the boundary, I let them know in a gentle way at first. But as they cross the boundary more, then I become more bold about the boundaries. I like to take the long approach because I chose this life. I chose to be community leader of compassion and peace. And when you're a community leader of peace and compassion, a lot of people who need help come here. And sometimes the people who need help, they come from entitlement where they need your time. They want you now. They don't know better. And so we have to be compassionate towards people because that's what this community, we're here to help people. And when people don't know better, they do that kind of thing. Action from ignorance. Because nobody taught them how to be better. Nobody taught them how to be respectful. Right. Recently I hear some gossip about some other streamer. That the streamer never gave me a problem, but I heard that the streamer caused a lot of drama. The streamer tried to message me. I said, you're doing peaceful thing. I'm doing peaceful thing. Move forward. But the universe whispered in my ear and let me know they're nice to you because you have influence and authority, but behind closed door they treat other people not good. That's not my problem. That's their community. In here, that's my problem. Out there, that's their problem. I focus in here. I don't make other people's problem my problem because I know my priorities. I'm here for the people in front of me. The end. What they do out there is their problem. The master taught me one thing. When you do good work, people talk good about you. When you do bad work, people talk bad about you. If I do bad work, there's going to be more bad news about fake guru, right? But when you do good work, the people around are happy to be here and sincere. Right? It's on me. It's on you if your life work or no work. Yeah. I just work on the grassroots. Hello. Right. That's what. Right. That's why it's peaceful in here because I focus on the peace. But I'm grateful, many sound healers doing great work. In here, we just do a lot more wisdom. That's why it's a lot more, it can be intense in here because we talk about deep thing, you know. How do I not make someone else's problem my problem? Just don't give a crap about what they're doing. That's their problem. That's it. Right? Just don't care. Now, I care if they respect me. They come and they ask a deep question. They show respect towards me. They want my help and they show it the respect and asking authentic questions. Right? Because they're seeing me as a teacher. If they didn't ask for my help, not my problem. Right? Because sometimes people have problems, but they're not looking for help. They just want to dump energy on you. I don't do that kind of game. I'm not a trash can. I have many times I feel responsible for those around me. Right, so some people I'm a lot more bluntly honest with because they show me deep respect. When they show me deep respect, I show them deep honesty. The reason they respect me, right, they show that, and people who deeply respect you deserve the truth. The people who don't respect you, the truth will hurt them because they're not ready to hear it. But the people who deeply respect you, they can handle more because they show you respect. So that's why I'm a lot more honest and bluntly honest to the people who really show me respect. And I show them respect back with honesty and truth from my heart. But it's, right. But when you just meet somebody, it's hard to respect each other because we haven't even built relationship with each other. Right? So it's like I don't even know you. So that's why trust takes time. It's hard to trust somebody when you don't even hang out with them. Right? They're not even asking you no questions. They don't even want to open up. They don't want to be vulnerable. And right. And let alone, they could be vulnerable with you, but they don't respect you. So there's a lot of discernment and wisdom required. Why do I get so mad when I play League of Legends? I just can't control my emotions. I used to be like that in the past when I played Han. Most people have never been taught how to manage their emotions. We don't know how to respond to anxiety. When we're anxious, we don't know how to regulate our nervous system. Nobody taught us. And many people have the need to win, but people who have the need to win, losing is the worst for them. Especially when maybe you've been pressured by your parents to succeed in life and you kept failing, you keep losing. It makes you feel bad to lose a lot or to just lose. But you learn the most from losing if you're somebody who learns from paying attention, who pays attention. When you lose and you don't pay attention and you don't improve, you're just gonna keep losing. Right, so instead of getting pissed off, get better at the game. Improve, right? Prepare yourself better so that you're better at the damn game. Getting pissed off doesn't make you better at the game. It actually makes you worse. But some people don't know that because nobody taught them that. The problem isn't even the teammates. It's my own. the problem isn't even the enemies, it's my own teammates. Well, if the problem is not the enemy, it's called leadership and team unity. Yeah. Exactly. You never really lose. If you see it as an opportunity to learn. But if you don't learn, damn, then you double lose. Right? You learn a lot more from losing, but if you don't learn from losing, then that's a double lose. But if you lose, when you lose and you learn, damn, you rise. But if you lose and you don't learn, shoot, more losing coming soon. Right. So if your team has an issue on League of Legends, then we need better leadership and better communication skill, and even learning to address. How can we address things without getting pissed off? So, right, what's our priority? Number one, we all want to have fun. Losing sucks, but when we lose, let's address it so we can be better. We need to start taking notes while we're playing League of Legends so that we can be better. If y'all not taking notes and learning, then we're gonna keep losing more and more. Right? So turn it into a improvement game rather than a winning game. Right? That's why I choose to do this instead. Right? Instead of teaching, right? You can apply wisdom in every area of your life. Like I'm giving advice on how to game better. Think about that. When you gain the wisdom, you get to help so many. But it takes time for people to respect you for your wisdom, because I'm just some dude. You know what I mean? People don't see how long it takes to build the community. Right? I'm just some dude. People judge me all the time, but I know who I am. And that's why I keep standing on my truth. And whenever I stand on my truth, the people around me's life gets better. And I just follow that because I love seeing people's lives get better. Right? I wouldn't get here in front of y'all if I couldn't help my coworker. Right? I started helping all a lot of my coworkers' life get better. Right? I was able to mentor literally my mother, my family, myself. Right? But I also had great mentors, and I look up to great mentors like Thich Nhat Hanh, Michael Beckwith, all these. And then I found the Master Kao Chin. So it's just tons and tons of wisdom and discipline. And at the end of the day, when people see me, I'm just like you. I'm another human being on a planet, finding their way, right? Trying to figure out life and doing the best they can to be here. Let's see here. That's why I always refer myself, I'm actually just some dude trying to do his purpose, following his heart. That's just the truth. Some dude. Let's make some music. What kind of genre y'all need? Or what kind of vibe y'all looking for? Hello. Welcome, Sean and Luis. Thank you. Yeah. We've been going hard in the paint on the wisdom lately just because it's a good time. And but I do plan to do a lot more sound healing setup. I'm gonna put my bowls in the front again, right, during the earlier stream, because that's how you reach people, right? You gotta grow. I have to grow too, and so there's gonna be more meditation and more singing bowl on screen, and yeah, like whenever I'm engaging with you, I feel you're in the same room with me. I'm not talking to the air. Every comment that you make, I try to like connect with it. Because I remember the first time I streamed on Twitch and I had one viewer. One viewer. Is that me watching myself? Or is that somebody actually there? So I learned to speak to you like you're actually here. And I built that from the beginning. So whenever I engage with y'all, how I talk to you is how I talk to people in real life. Sometimes I'm more humorous, the funny bone. Sometimes I'm more intense. It's just, I am who I am. You are who you are. Give me a second, kind of cold. This. I think I need a bass line. Start with a bass line. Yeah, I like to. Alright, let's lock in a little bit here. Hola. Hola, hola. Let's continue with the music. Let's see. Let's see where. Shout out to Sister Grace. Thank you, everybody. Let's see. What do we need? Hola. Thank you everybody's positivity, supporting Sister Grace. Time of blossoming springtime. You are the sunshine of my life. That's why I'll always be around you. That's a bit darker. There we go. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien. Gracias. Lucy Bug is at a friend's house, can't talk. Oh, hello. Welcome, dear fan. Fun? Just vibing today, right? Following the vibes. Hey, welcome True Blue, welcome. Thank you. Thank you for all the blessings. Gonna be more doing singing bowls somehow. Yeah, that's the goal tonight. Do a bit more singing bowls. Then I was gonna put one of those lots of emotion, right? Very emotional time for many people in life. I just remember, stay centered, breathe and believe. Do the best that you can. Your best is good enough. Your best is good enough. Test. Okay, let me see here. I know I used to think my best was not good enough until I realized my best is all I have. I just need to slowly improve on a daily basis. That's all. 1, 2, 1, 2. Slowly improve on a daily basis. Let me sound less muddy, that's all. It's a little muddy, a bit muddy. Strong energy from the lunar eclipse and the full moon. You know, more emotion. Right? We're in the 3rd month of the year, and please stay on track with your devotion. Stay on track with your disciplines. Do the best that you can. Keep climbing your mountain. This is not when you dump your commitment, you know. I see a lot of people, New Year resolution out the window already. 3rd month only. Completely gone. Many people commit to losing weight, right? When do you stop? When do you dump that commitment? Right, New Year resolution. Planet Fitness stock on the rise. March. Gym quiet. The same guy I see with a little tank top on. Hey, what happened? They stopped coming. The tank top with the little string. Like, dang, bro. You still at it. What about the other people from January? Gym membership make the most money on January 1st, don't they? I just don't eat yet. I mean, I'm kind of the same way. But I call it fasting, not eating. Eating once a day. And making sure you got your vitamins, right? The things that you need to nourish your body. I used to not care about all of that, but the more I focus on like the protein and the macros, I perform a lot better in life and mind and sleep better. It's just, it takes a lot of effort to not give a crap. Just go Wingstop. 30-piece wing, bucket of ranch, basket of fries, a case of beer. They call that a good night in America. Good night. Next door, Domino. Oh, the line for Domino out the window. And so it's hard to lose weight when freaking Domino right there. Don't even talk about Little Caesars. Beep beep. Wait, that's old school. Shoot. Beep 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 beep. What happened to Oh, I guess I don't watch TV no more, so I don't even know what their current mascot is. Pizza, pizza. Sometimes I daydream about pizza, and then I'm like, man, that one slice of pizza is like that's like a whole meal. Right? It's like I like variety. Yeah. I mean, I could eat a whole pizza alone in one sitting. I actually, like, some people could eat two. That's not something like I'm proud of, or we should be proud of. It's like, bro, you should not be doing that. Like 2 days of calories right there. There you go. That's my dinner. That's dinner time. Don't forget the wings and the Dippin' Dots. We gotta educate each other. I just try to do it in here with y'all. Because I used to be like that, man. I got a 20-piece wing right there. But when you're younger, the metabolism burns everything. You know what I mean? When you're younger, man, you could eat freaking 50 wings and go, word. The moment you passed, right, the moment you hit your 30th birthday, something happens. Right? People are like, not me. Not me, bro. I'm different. Not me. I'm different. The wisdom is there for a reason. That was a couple years ago. But I get it. They make the food so delicious, right? They make it so tasty, addictive. They never say, this is unhealthy, by the way. They just say, extra cheese, large stuffed crust. You're like, freaking yes, yes, and yes. You know? Who the heck's gonna say stuffed crust? Hell yeah. Extra cheese? Freaking yeah. You want a side? Would you like a side of wings? Like, freaking that sounds great. Would you like a garlic dip? Freaking, it didn't come with that already? Give me two. It's Friday night. Give me an extra pizza. America. I mean, I think it's the world at this point. We're eating ourselves to death. I definitely used to. And I called it a good night. I call that a good night. And you go pass out, watch the TV, play game. Never think about it. I would never end up like this. Right? I never thought I would wake up and even care about food, but my awakening made me question everything in life. Everything in life, I started realizing. I started watching documentaries. I was like, what the? I started trying out what I learned, and I was like, what the? Right? When I started losing weight, I was smoking a lot of herb, right? But I started watching documentaries whenever I was not sober, and I started watching food health videos on Netflix. Dude, like, I had munchies and ate salad. I started losing weight rapidly. Yeah, I had munchies and I was eating grapefruit and salad. I started losing. I'm like, whoa, this works. Hey, shoot, this work. I'm watching. Right. You know, people eat, you know, when you get the munchies, you're thinking of like freaking pecan pie. That was, you know, pecan pie. Shout out to pecan pie, by the way. And it's hitting. That damn pecan pie. Whoever designed that, thank you, Grandma. Okay. But getting the munchies and eating grapefruit and a salad, light ranch dressing, right? Instead of eating regular ranch, I was like, I'm gonna get light ranch nowadays. I needed some greens in my life. And I start feeling better, sleeping better, thinking better. And I started slowly improving my life more and more. When you start to feel better, your heart feels better, your stomach feels better, you sleep better. Like, shoot. It's hard to, like, when you eat and the food digests in the hour, right? When you eat like whole food, your stomach, it digests it so quickly because it knows what it is. Oh, that's a damn lettuce. That's organic. But when you throw the ultra processed, your stomach, what the freak is that? So the body goes, yo, we don't know what this is. We need a detective to figure out what this junk is. So it takes all the resources and go, yo, we don't know what that is. We need a third opinion. And so your body's like, it gathers all this resource to just digest the junk because it doesn't know what the heck that is. Because it's like not organic. And so that's why, and also there's a concept where try to stay in the whole food area. You know what I mean? Like, even when I shop frozen, nowadays I get frozen fruit because it's cheaper. Right? It's still, right? Even frozen vegetables. It's still vegetable. It might not be like the best, but shoot, there's cheap options for healthy stuff. It's just we say there's no healthy options that are cheap, right? Because we gotta put in some effort to change our life, brothers and sisters. For real, we gotta put in some effort. Like, we don't need to get organic everything, right? I definitely don't. I skip the damn organic. Give me that inorganic vegetable because shoot, I can afford that. My pocket feels happy. And my stomach too. But sometimes the damn organic stuff is cheaper than the inorganic stuff. I'm confused, y'all. The damn kale, sometimes the same price as... The kale the same price as the inorganic one. What the? Damn, we got the organic on the rise. The detail, you know. You just gotta do the best you can. You don't need to be vegetarian or vegan. I don't think it's healthy. People, you need to be vegan. You need to not be in my life if you're gonna talk like that. Right? Just find your harmony. Right? Find what works for you. Find what works for you. Eat for your health, not for your addiction. Yeah. Eat for your health. If you have bad health, you need to eat for it. Right? Some of you have joint pain, you gotta eat. Like whatever, beets, something that reduces inflammation, leafy green vegetables. Right? You gotta eat for your health. Right? Whenever I had any inflammation, I went, what vegetable do I eat to reduce inflammation? Because when you put the medicine in there, right, it works. Modern medicine, but it's highly acidic and it makes your body imbalanced because there's so much metals. So your body needs more what? The body goes, yo, what the freak is this? But when you eat for your health, the body heals a lot faster. Why? Because it's organic. Right? The medicine helps, but it takes the time for the body to like, what the freak? Oh shoot, I don't know what this is. It's so strong. Right? So that's why you have to balance, eat healthy supplements, medicine, do all of it. When you do all, you have the result of somebody who put in all effort. Right? Last year, my organ, I started feeling inflammation in my organ. I don't go, shoot, I'm effed up. I go, what do I need to eat to fix that? I cut my salt down. I cut my salt down so much. I stopped eating strong salt. What happened? Gone. Gone. I stopped eating. I cut the processed food out so much. Right. And so I ate. And so I just reduced the salt and drink more water. And now I don't feel the pain at all. But some people, when they feel the pain, they don't eat for their health. They wait for the doctor to fix it and they still eat like junk. That, to me, makes me sad. You know? The food's so addictive, you're gonna still eat it, even if it destroys you. That makes me very sad. That we're eating the things that destroy us and can't even stop because it's so addictive. Crunchy, salty, greasy. We know it's bad too, but damn. Lemon pepper wings drenched in ranch. I get it. But do you want to pay the price later for 30 years of effed up organs? No one talks like that, right? Stop being a Debbie Downer. When I see the people in here heal, it's because they eat the health. That you eat for your health. You sleep for your health. You speak and you have healthy friends. Your life is blossom and abundance. Exercise, of course. Every time I eat, I always go for a walk to move the food. That's one thing. We want to enjoy bad food with pleasure. There's nothing wrong eating junk food once in a while, but it should not be something that's daily. Right? Fries is not bad once in a while, but damn, every day and soda every day, you already know you effing your body up having a soda. Like if you're drinking soda every day, please stop. Please, for real, it's so bad for you. If you're gonna pay the price as you age, because then you become highly addictive to it, and as you get older, it's so addictive you can't stop, even though they tell you it's bad. For real, there's other options. Sparkling thingies. Whatever thingy. Sparkly kombucha. I have, instead of a soda, I drink kombucha or some mushroom elixir or whatever. Once in a while, not every day. You know what I mean? It's not good. Soda every day, so much sugar, so much fructose corn syrup, F your organs up. Yeah, you don't even have to drink the whole bottle. Sometimes I just drink half the bottle one day and half the other day. Because when I drink, I go, I cherish it a little bit, you know. Kombucha kind of pricey. Let's be alright. Kombucha is a lot more pricier than soda. So that's why it makes you enjoy it more. I'm not about to buy a kombucha. I'm not about to drink one every day. You know, that's not in my price range. Right? Once in, right? Maybe in 1 week I'll have two. Right? Or sometimes just one. Care about your health, or else the doctor will force you and you still won't do it. You know, it's like when you're so attached to it, even when the doctor says if you don't stop doing it, you're gonna F your body up. But sometimes we become so addicted, we just can't stop. And that's scary, that the food's so addictive. Even the doctor says, hey, if you keep going like this, you're gonna croak earlier. And people go, worth it. You don't have to care about your health. I just want to see you not suffer, you know. Oh, I hope Sister Grace didn't you get an eye surgery? I hope that everything's good, sister. I hope your eye not suffering no more. Oh, is healing? Is it healing from the surgery? Oh, not yet? ¿Qué pasó? Okay, well, hope you find solution, sister. I always believe in solution, you know? Always. Thank you, True Blue. Yeah, I've been developing a lot of music, but we're gonna be going to more. I want to bring out the Tibetan singing bowls. Like I have to do 2 setup. Like this will be maybe the last 2 hours of the stream. Start with a lot of bowls here, and then end with more different kind of sound healing, more modern music. To me, this is a pleasure. It's fun. But the mainstream energy, they need more singing bowl. The Mystic Village, because it's creativity and you feel the love. Yeah, which is and bringing the ball more on screen, right? So the goal would be every stream we would have 2 hours of more meditative vibes, morning and evening stream. You have to be useful to humanity. And that's what I want to be useful. I would see sometimes our human eye gets inflamed for the third eye to open, to see something deeper, for sure. But the journey is difficult. That's why everybody wants to open their third eye. But what ends up opening? Who knows sometimes? He says, hi Guru, I fell in love and found out. What do you mean you fell in love and found out? When I hear somebody say they fell in love, I hear trouble. Usually, hey Guru, I learned to love myself. Great sign. But when they start, a line, I fell in love. I'm like, oh, oh. I fell in love with my daughter's doctor. But no can do. What do they said, but no. You have a crush? You have a crush? Is that what you mean? You have a crush on your daughter's doctor? Real bad? Welcome to springtime. You mean you have a crush, not fell in love? Okay. Right. I mean, to be more clear. Honesty, truth. Yeah. Okay. Nothing new. Okay. Congratulations, you have a new crush. Usually when you have crush like that, you haven't learned to love your damn self yet. Moving on. Please love your damn self. I thought I fell in love with myself. Yay, I fell in love with my daughter's doctor. Cute. Crush ego is not love yourself. Hell no. You don't need to have a crush. When you love yourself, you attract quality naturally. Crush is wishful thinking because you're busy wasting time thinking about other people other than developing your life. Finally, somebody asked a good question. But y'all don't believe me. That's why. The people that come here, y'all don't believe me that when you love yourself, you can attract quality. Because you don't believe. You just come here to hang out and like the vibe. I'm telling you, it's energy. When your energy is like beautiful, you're gonna naturally attract, right? When you look like you're on the market, your energy looks like it naturally happens. The universe always gives an opportunity. But when you have a crush, you're wasting energy. Be the thing you're looking for and you're attracted. Be the thing you're looking for and you're naturally attracted. You think she's cute or he's cute? You're looking for something you're trying to develop in yourself, but you don't have it, so you want that energy. Cute doctor, right? You need to develop that in yourself. But instead, you just want it. It's just wanting stuff is lazy. Anyone, I want that guy, that girl. But wanting stuff, you can go on Amazon. That's why they make so much money. But you can't just buy a crush, right? So it becomes more fantasy. Like, I think I fell in love. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. Doctor. Guess you'd say. What do I do with my golden hammer then? When you have a tool, you use it. But how and why you use the tool is almost more important than the tool itself. The intention and the vision is more important than the tool. You can have a tool and no vision. You're just randomly hammering stuff around, but you don't know what you want in life. So you're just using a powerful tool, creating stuff that doesn't add to your life, but distract your life. But you have a powerful tool though, so there's a lot of high in using a golden hammer. Everybody, my golden hammer, I have it. But nobody clapped. Because the best way for people, right? The best way for life to clap is your joy. That's the quiet clap that you don't hear. When you feel fulfilled in life, that's the clap in life that you need. When you're happy just being you and complete, you create life from that joy. Now with that joy, you use the hammer, and then it just radiates more. But if you have a powerful tool, but you don't have the joy, you don't have the love. You have a powerful tool, but no love. It's like drowning in money. You got so much money, you don't know what to do. But you're not happy either. You're so smart. But why aren't you happy? It's the intention. The intention is like a frequency. You set the channel, right? When you come here, you had to come up to TikTok, you scroll, and you come to this channel. You're in that frequency, right? You're using that tool, but your intention, you want to find authentic spiritual people. you're looking for it. So you set your intention. Because if you didn't like being here enough, you'd be somewhere else. Of course. Right. So imagine you have a powerful tool, but you don't know your intention. You don't set your intention. Right? So it's like watching cable TV all day and never picking a channel. You just go, cook, cook. But when you have a clear intention, that's why many people just come here or they go to sound healing. Right? You use your tool. Right? When you know you're about peace and love, anything that takes away that peace and love, like, ooh. All right, let me stop. I'm getting too much anxiety. I put it down because you're using the phone. Right, there's a lot of negativity. Ooh, put it down. Oh, this is great. Chill. That's why I don't spend my time on drama, because I don't want my life to be drama. I want my life to be solution, peace, joy, and wisdom, music, authenticity, and love. If you want drama, that's on you, not me. You do what you want. But my life, I don't like it. Because you know why? I'd rather spend that energy on wisdom, on engaging with you, on breathing with you, on loving with you. Because that's what I want in my life. Right? We only have a limited amount of time in our day and our life. How you spend that time is how your life is what becomes of your life. So I started studying meditation, music, how to live stream. Everything that you see me do, I gave my life to, like learning how to position the mics, getting 4 mics, all these things, right, that I love. And I know, okay, maybe I don't need this right now. I take that away. I learn how to do sound healing. Right? Okay, people like the singing bowl more, but I get bored of it after a while. Okay, the way I stay relevant in the mainstream consciousness, singing bowl and flute, right? But the way I stay creative is I exercise creativity. When I see something I enjoy it, but I see it doesn't work out very well in growing community, right? So I do it after I do the best that I can to support the collective beyond this community, right? And when I do my creative thing, a lot of people resonate, right? So I pay attention. Oh, when I do singing bowl and flute, people love it. When I stop, hey, what the? But I need to find my balance. 2 hours, all right. 2 hours of traditional, 1 hour of talk, 2 hours of non-traditional music, but it's all love. I find my balance. Sometimes you do something, it doesn't grow, it doesn't work, it doesn't bring harmony in your life. You have to adjust. Maybe your mind is so intelligent, you're very sharp, but what you need more is to use less of it. Pay attention. You see a cute doctor, you spend the energy falling in love, but it doesn't lead anywhere. It's more fantasy. I like to live in reality and results. I like to spend my energy where my life is harmonious. Like when people are rude, like this person, that's their best. And so I let them go. So we can either make the negativity a big deal or positivity a big deal. Right? But if we don't pay attention, we might end up making negativity more of a big deal. But sometimes you learn a lot from negativity too. We gotta learn. How do you picture the future? What do you mean by that? Sometimes we think Earth's sometimes we think that this is the worst off the planet's ever been. We've just been manipulated. There's always life and death. Life, yay, death, no. That's the most normalist thing in life. Right? There's evil on the planet, tell me something new. There's great people on the planet too. Right? The real ones have always been few. The authentic people have always been few since the beginning of time. Right? We think, man, back then people were nicer. No, it's the same. It's always been the same. We just don't pay attention. Right? We assume there's great people everywhere, but great people are breaking news. People loved each other today. They had a great time in Mystic Village, respecting each other. Breaking news, there's free meditation at parks globally. Every city has a free meditation and yoga. No, they're not gonna. Right. I guarantee you that every city has free yoga and meditation. But it's not breaking news. Why? Well, who controls it? But let's not go down that rabbit hole. Good people always been here, but there's always evil too. Evils always exist, and good and evil exist together. Yin and yang, but one love is the prana, right? The chi, the one energy that. This is, but I'm preaching to the choir. Most people here, we know this. It's more about application. Well, knowing all that, one love and yin and yang, how the heck do you apply it? With discipline, with the best that you know. The thing is, when you connect to the chi or the prana, people's energy is different. When you connect to source energy, that person's a lot more calm and patient. That's why They can say I'm a yoga master and I'm a Reiki master, right? But their action and behavior, it doesn't show it. And sometimes people act Zen, but they're not Zen. They Zen, but they're not about one love. And so over time, you could figure that out. You can act spiritual. When I find my master, I'm like, yo, he's peaceful, but he's willing to have the tough conversation that most people don't want to. And I highly respect that. The tough conversation. I see a lot of spiritual masters, they just want to talk about all these philosophy and concept, but nothing practical. Right. We are that we are. The universe expansion from nothingness. A word, a word. Like we're looking for poetry to go, wow, Guru, you're the real one. It's all manipulation. Right? They're looking for what they think. They want to look. Basically, many people think spiritual masters are supposed to act like freaking Yoda. And so you get manipulated by a lot of people who know that. I've been sent from Archangel Michael. And everybody fall for it because it's manipulation. They don't get to the truth. They just act the way you think the spiritual and Zen masters. They dress just like Jesus. Hair just like Jesus. And that's why I said the genuine real one have always been few on the planet. But they're there. It's just not everybody's looking for the real one. Right? The reason I find a great teacher, because I didn't settle for like this. I'm like, this feels weird. I'm like, I don't know, we all acting spiritual and meditating, but I feel a lot of ego in the air right now. I went to many spiritual communities. I liked it, but I just feel like, yeah, some people used dancing and singing to get everyone high and then spread the message. And they learn nothing. They just learn, all right, let's get lit with the music. Oh, we feel energy. But life's still the same, still no wisdom. What kind of BS is that? You just get high from singing, right? Singing and worshiping, but then gain no wisdom. And then after that, they plant the seed. These are our bullet points. It had nothing to do with improving your life, but just a bunch of bullet points. Our group believes in this, but your life didn't get better from those bullet points. What the F? And there's so many groups doing that same recipe. You get high off the energy, right? And then they plant the seed, but it doesn't really help you transform your life. It's just more ideology that doesn't improve your life. Oldest tactic in the book. The same old trick. But when I found the spiritual master, my teacher, I was like, whoa. You just say the thing people don't want to hear. Most people, they listen longer when you say the things they want to hear. Right? But a genuine teacher will tell you what you don't want to hear and don't give a crap about how you feel. You're like, oh, shoot. Like, they don't need you. They just they need the truth. But not everyone wants that. And so that's why I'm speaking to y'all like this now, because I know this is more inner circle vibe. Right? This kind of conversation won't always happen. But just know that if I speak like this, because I know my homies, my people here, my brother, sister here, who, the real ones here. A lot of people they don't want it that bad. So they don't ask deeper, they don't seek deeper, they don't ask any question. They just want to, right, let me just go to sleep. Play more bow and flute. Shut up. And sometimes I do that, right? Because why? You have to learn how to play the game. Stop talking and hit the ball. Because the wisdom, it grows the inner circle. That's what got me in front of you. This is, right? I might go through a 10, right? Maybe this channel has had like 1,000,000 people traffic, but the real one just 100. In 1,000,000 people, let's just say out of the 1,000,000, just 100 real one. And then out of the real one, the one that will actually do the work, even fewer, right? Because you can know and feel it, but don't do the work either. That's another issue. So I'm just sharing with you, that's right. When I was training with my master, a lot of people considered them student of the master, but then they didn't even apply the teaching. Right? They didn't apply, they just came acting. They knew what he was about, they knew what he was teaching, they can repeat everything, but don't apply. I'm like, bro, do you even believe, or you just repeating the talking point? When I realized a lot of people weren't applying, I realized why the master didn't want me talking to people. They just love the cookbook. And so even at the temple, I felt alone for a while, just because everyone thought, like everyone know I was devoted, but it made me sad that more people were not that devoted. They were only devoted on Sunday or Saturday. Like, why aren't more people devoted every day? Made me feel very lonely. And then they think they think I'm better than them, but it's not. I'm just devoted because I'm about that life. Right. I just wish they were like they stand on business more. Just they keep doing the thing that makes them not grow, and it's why the master trained me so hard, because like, this dude actually doing what I'm teaching. What the? And so that's why I had the blessing of shadowing the master when he was healing for literally 8 months. Right? For 8 months, I got to see how he operated, like next to him, which is why I started having results here. I didn't know what we were doing here was possible. Right? A lot of, like, it started with 4 people shadowing the master, but then they didn't pay attention. Their mind was somewhere else. I was always locked in, like, like, why isn't, right? Because I'm not here to hang out. I'm here to learn, and then I'll eventually leave. Y'all, the inner circle, you're here to learn. Eventually you'll leave, because you have to go do your work somewhere. Right? The people who take me seriously, I wish that you, like, I know you will go, you come here less because you're out serving humanity. That's what I'm talking about. I don't want y'all come back. GT, I'm effed up again. GT, I'm sad as hell. Right. When you come back with good news. You come back with you've been doing the work. You come back, you spreading love. You come back, you come bless us with some treasure from your testimonial. You've been making people's life better. They give you a lot of thank you card. You start your own little group thingy, whatever it may be. You start your own musical group. You start doing sound healing in your city. You start teaching people how to make music. Right. Find your thing. Here we go. 3 ohms. 3 ohms. Breathing in. Please love your damn self, por favor. Thank you. My grandma, my great-grandma, she transitioned long time ago, 93 years old. But in my heart, my grandma's always alive in my heart. Every time I play the flute, I play the flute with my grandmas, with the ancestors, with my half-brother. When I play the drum, I play the drum with Virgil. When I play the flute, I hear the drum. Oh, he's playing with me. Doo, doo, doo. The end. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you to all the moderators. I know the energy been a bit unique. Stay grounded. Be back soon.